Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than some of the videos I've done in the past. Today I kind of want to talk to you guys about not just surviving but thriving with a big family. I feel like I get asked all the time, you know, your life seems so crazy, it seems like you're so busy all the time, or I can't imagine having that many kids, I'm already tired with just two, or you know, comments like that I hear all the time. And so I just wanted to kind of shed some light, I guess, on the topic and give you kind of the things that have worked for me to keep us happy and thriving. Like I said, not just surviving and getting through the day, but thriving and feeling happy in our lives. So just kind of wanted to pass on a few tips, if you will, to you guys. I do also want to mention that in case you're new to my channel, my name is Angela, and we have 5 children. Their ages are 9, 7, 4, 4, and 2. So we have 2 biological that are our oldest 2 girls, and then our youngest 3 are adopted. So we kind of, I mean, it's not that I don't think we have a big family, because I recognize that we have more than the average amount of kids. But I think that when you have lots of friends and people that you know that have a lot more kids than you do, then you kind of don't feel like you have a large family. I always joke around that to me a large family is anyone who has more kids than I have. But truly, I do realize that kind of once you pass 3 kids even, is when, you know, the world kind of starts to treat you like you have a really big family. So I know that for us, you know, having 5 kids, we get looks, comments all the time. And sometimes they're really nice and sometimes they're not. I just wanted to share with you guys kind of 5 tips that I have for not just surviving but thriving in a big family. Okay, the first one, and it may seem silly, no pun intended, is to laugh. I think that that is so important. Laughter is like one of my love languages. Humor is a big part of my life. It's a big part of my personality. And I think that you can't take yourself too seriously, and you just need to lighten up and have some fun. And if you find yourself, you know, with your teeth gritted and just stressed out all the time, that's not a fun place to be. For me, what that looks like is making an effort, like an actual, like cognitive effort every day, that when something happens that like I could get really angry about, I just like take a deep breath and try to see the humor in it. When my kid draws all over themselves with a marker and, you know, this is their tattoo artwork, like it's really easy to be like, are you flipping kidding me? I just gave you a bath. But I find that if I can just laugh it off and be like, oh my goodness, you are just a crazy 2-year-old. And it's better for me, it's better for my sanity, it's better for the kids. Please don't mistake me and think that I'm saying that you shouldn't discipline your kids or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. It's definitely not what I'm saying. But there are lots of situations that, especially we as moms, when we're home with our kids all the time, and they do things that you really sometimes have to be like, okay, this is funny. So laugh, lighten up, have some fun. The second thing goes with that as well, and this is play. And I mean adults too. I know that for me, when I go outside and jump on the trampoline with my kids, I might pee myself a little bit, but we have fun. And the kids laugh, I laugh, we have such a good time. When I go outside and get on the swing set, like my kids love that when I am like outside playing with them, or when we all play some kind of physical activity game together, kicking a ball around the yard or something like that. It helps me that moving my body, getting out, burning some energy for myself is really mood lifting for me. But it's just, I don't know, it just keeps things fun, to play and have fun with the kids. My husband is really good at this. He plays with our kids all the time. In the evenings and stuff, they have all these special little games that they've made up that they play in the evenings, and sometimes Daddy plays with the kids while Mommy gets a break. But either way, one of us is playing with the kids, and I just think it makes such a difference. Number 3 is do it anyways. There are lots of things that are way more challenging the more kids you have. Trips, eating at certain restaurants, going certain places. There are so many things that become more complicated the more kids you have, when you don't have man-on-man defense anymore, when you've kind of got to juggle a lot. But we just have said to ourselves, we are not going to be hostages and stay in our house all the time because it's too hard to pack everybody up and go do this or, you know, whatever it is. So we have just decided we are going to do it anyways. And even if it turns into a complete crap show, my husband and I will sometimes get in the car like after we've left some place that did not go how we had hoped that it would go, and we just look at each other and laugh, and it's like, yeah, I mean, this is our life and we love it. And it's just, I don't know, these things are memories. You're going to look back on them and be like, remember the time that our kids did XYZ in that store, and or, you know, whatever happened. So a lot of times with a big family, it just involves a little more preparation, making sure you can't, at least for us, we can't just like be like, oh, well, we forgot to pack lunches today, so we'll just drive through and eat here or whatever. We can't do that. It costs $40 to go through the drive-through and feed our whole family. Especially if we eat something like Chick-fil-A or whatever. It's like $40. It's ridiculous. So we can't do stuff like that. We do have to plan more ahead for that kind of thing. We try really hard not to say, well, we can't do that thing that we want to do because we have too many kids. For example, bowling. We took all of our kids bowling. This was a couple months ago. And, you know, we did the, like, whatever it's called, where they use the black lights and stuff like that. Anyways, we did that, and it was a little bit crazy and chaotic. You know, we have a 2-year-old, and at the time Rosie wasn't home, but it was still pretty chaotic even with just 4 kids. But it was fun, and we had a good time, and the kids had a good time. And again, it's more memories that you're making, and it's not always going to be perfect. Sometimes it's going to be chaos, but you just need to do it anyway. Number 4 is to create structure where you need it. I was the biggest anti-structure person, and still am sometimes. I fight that so hard. I don't like it. I don't like being told I have to do something at a certain time of day. I just don't like it. So for me, creating a lot of structure was something I really pushed back on for a long time with our family. But the more kids that we've had, the more that I found that creating that structure was so important. For my sanity's sake and for the kids, and you know, the little kids, they know what to expect and when to expect it and when we're going to do certain things. So if you are not a structured person, sometimes with a big family you will learn that having structure is just, you know, it's just going to make your life, hey, dogs. It's just going to make your life much easier. Look at your life, see where you feel like you're lacking structure or things are feeling chaotic, and try to create some there. Try to figure out a plan, a schedule, you know, for that part of your day that you're feeling like is out of control. Last thing is to make time for one-on-one. And obviously I mean one-on-one with your spouse, but I also mean one-on-one with your kids. Part of having a big family means that each child isn't going to be able to have as much individual time with each parent as they would if there was only 1 child or 2 children in the family. That's just the reality. None of us, no matter how many kids we have, we don't get an extra hour in our day for every kid we add. So I think it's really important to have one-on-one time. We do mommy-daughter dates, daddy-daughter dates, mommy-son dates, daddy-son dates. Like we try to take this. Sometimes we'll take the kids out, like I'll take the 2 big girls, or I might just take one of them. Or my husband might just take Noah somewhere, or just, you know, we try to sometimes pair them up, sometimes take them one at a time. The important thing here is that we're kind of breaking them off from the herd and doing things individually with them that are interesting to them. But yeah, that's something that we think is really important, is spending that one-on-one time with your kids, and then obviously the one-on-one time with your spouse, going on dates. So that you guys have some time together, having at-home dates, whatever that looks like for you. But especially with the kids, spending some individualized time with each of them, I think helps make everybody feel like they're being heard and their needs are being met. And, you know, like I said, there's going to be days where you feel like you're failing at that. But I remember feeling that way when I had 1 or 2 kids. So like I've said, having a big family is not for everybody. I definitely am not trying to say that, but I'm just trying to kind of share what I've learned with having 5 kids now. These are things that I have felt like have kept our family happy and healthy and thriving, so I just wanted to share them with you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope maybe you found something in this video that you could take away and use in your own life. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Leave me a comment down below if you have any tips or advice for other moms of big families, things that you guys do. I would love to read about that if you guys have other things that you do. Hopefully this video can be a place where maybe moms can look down in the comments and find lots of advice more than just what I have to share. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye. And when all else fails, just drink lots of this.